Hello and welcome back to the on Respect and an edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10. And yeah, big episode of Dynamite this week because we've got a big match. Orange Cassidy taking on Takeshita to decide who would face Kenny Omega at Revolution on March 9th, as well as much more. But we started things off with Hangman Page making quick work of Aaron Solo, winning with a buckshot lariat. The Cowboy called out MJF, who arrived to warn Hangman that he needs to be checked on his friend. Cameras found by Christopher Daniels backstage. Page found Daniels and called over officials to check on him before continuing his pursuit of the Salt of the Earth. AEW is better for starting with action, but this was mostly segment. It lasted barely a minute, the match. So this was all about setting Page up and to be surprised by the in-ring attack. This was a strong if predictable follow-up ahead of Revolution, further showing how much Hangman cares about the fallen angel. The ending of the segment was slightly awkward. It made little to no sense for no one to check on vengeance before Hangman demands it. The positive was clear though. Page remains a reluctant hero, and MJF, still heating it all up. 6 out of 10 from me. Before we got the bounty match, Will Ospreay against Brian Keith. At the behest of Don Callis, Keith tried to hurt Ospreay throughout this match, but the aerial assassin landed a style clash and a hidden blade for the win. Ospreay charged through the crowd to brawl with Fletcher until security intervened. For a match that lacked drama due to the obvious result, it was about as good as it gets. They flowed through this contest, landing clean, vicious strikes. The chemistry between these men should be explored again down the line, hopefully after Bad Apple has risen further up the ranks. The goal of the match was to deliver the crowd while also furthering the angle between Ospreay and Fletcher, and all boxes ticked. This is one of AEW's best angles going into Revolution and may just be the clash with the highest likelihood to steal the show. So yes, 6 out of 10. We then got the Murder Machines taking on the Outrunners, and the Murder Machines rolling as Lance Archer hit Turbo Floyd for the backup, but then Hurt Syndicate's music hit. The distraction allowed Floyd to roll up Archer for the 3. It was a basic tag match helped by an invested crowd. The pacing was awkwardly slow, setting the stage for the interference to come without much fanfare. Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd finally got an AEW Tag Championship opportunity, which was hard earned by the steady character work over the latter half of 2024. This was a messy finish that also sets Archer and Cage to get their title down the line. It's not inspiring booking, but it's effective for a scene that needs new challenges, and hopefully the Outrunners aren't just seen as fillers, because I just feel like they could be a bit more than that. Before Swerve Strickland delivered an opportunity for Ricochet to get back in the ring with him, with the winner becoming the new #1 contender for the World Championship. The one and only agreed to the contest, and Prince Nana asked Swerve to get his road back, or he might not be able to do it anymore. It was a smart way to explain why Ricochet would agree to the match, and the Mogul didn't speak much, but his hatred for Ricochet could be seen. Conversely, Ricochet spoke a bit too much here. He's not the greatest promo, but Nana was the biggest highlight, selling that him and Swerve could break up. So yeah, an intriguing storyline going on there. We then got the Undisputed Kingdom versus FTR and Daniel Garcia, and after a heavily contested Trios match, Cole reversed pole driver into stack up pin on Garcia for a surprise free. Trios action is where AEW normally thrives as a talent flow. This was no different. Everyone was involved in a hard hitting match moving forward. It's good to see Harwood and Cash back in the action again, quickly elevating the heat here. All that said, it's awkward from a booking's perspective. While Garcia and FTR have teamed together before, there's no obvious reason. Both part of separate trios, and FTR recently were going after the tag titles. In addition, why is there no race to FTR? It all seemed like a hot shot set up for the Cole Garcia collision match. So while the action was good, a lot of it didn't really make a whole deal of sense, I've got to be honest. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Before Cope and Claudia Castagnoli brawled to the ring before Shiisa and Shafir arrived to help, Jay White came to Willow Nightingale, and while John Moxley looked on in horror, Cope and Willow delivered concertos to Castagnoli and Shafir. The Razor superstar continued to deliver on his word, eliminating Death Rider. It seemed Wheeler as the last man standing between Cope and Mox. The best part was Willow's arrival and getting the revenge on Shafir. The fans are behind Cope, and hopefully, this angle's starting to hop up now. The next match was Harley Cameron against Deonna Purrazzo, and Cameron fought from behind throughout this match, and while she could not roll out the Virtuoso, she landed a spinning DDT for the victory. Solid but unspectacular as defined Purrazzo's running AEW so far. She has not found that spark that made her a great heel in TNA. The crowd was behind Cameron as expected, and the Virtuoso played well to reaction, keeping the heat throughout before giving Cameron a nice win. The next goal for Cameron is to wrestle big names and just keep winning. She has the popularity to justifiably beat anyone right now. Meanwhile, the Vendetta needs a reset, perhaps adding a couple more members, followed by picking up some much needed victories would do the trick. So for this alone, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, let's say. Before we then got the International Championship match between Takeshita and Orange Cassidy. Cassidy fought Takeshita with all the passion that made him a 2-time International Champ. However, Takeshita was just too strong and won with a ranging fire. It's what it's all about. 2 of the best went out to steal the show and delivered a match that was by far the best on the night. The back and forth as well, selling the crowd with every near fall. Despite it's just 1 week build, Cassidy came off as the strongest threat to Takeshi's reign. A ridiculous pace made it feel like a pay-per-view match, and the bar's being set for Omega. He'll need to find a way to top this. The cleaner can do what he wants at his best, but yeah, with him just coming back, they can thrive at telling a story. Throughout this contest, Takeshi plays the crowd with that ruthless heel, and he needs to bring the full energy for that match with Omega. But yeah, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. This was great stuff, and yeah, like I say, probably stole the night for me. And overall, this week's Dynamite's getting a 6 out of 10 for me. I thought, yeah, it's an interesting Dynamite. Some bits that maybe I wasn't quite unsure about as some of the other stuff, but I thought on the whole, we got some decent matches, of course, including the main event. So yeah, pretty happy with the show, and I think AEW is tentatively heading in the right direction, heading to Revolution.
So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.